If you're at a place in your life where you feel like you're just existing and you're ready to live your life to the fullest, this episode is for you. This week, I'm going to tell you what the 5 keys to happiness are. When you focus on and hone on these 5 things, you're going to stop feeling like you're treading water and start living a life that is beyond your wildest dreams. Hi there, my friends. If you've been listening to this podcast or following me on social media for any length of time, you've heard me talk about living a life that you love, not settling for less, creating a big, amazing, purposeful, and fulfilling life. And who doesn't want to have that, right? All of us want that. But if you've been listening and part of you is thinking that it isn't possible, or maybe it's just not possible for you, I want you to really lean into this episode. If you've ever had the thought that living the best life possible was for other people and not so much for you, I want you to reconsider that today. There are 5 keys to happiness and living a full life. And when you focus with intention on living with these keys and in your mind, your life is going to change. We're going to be spending the rest of the year really diving into these keys, specifically one by one, and working on pushing past the roadblocks that are keeping you stuck. Last week, we talked about why you're not winning. And that was from comparing yourself to other people and where you are to where they are, and because of lack of accountability. And we're going to talk more about that in detail as well. We're pushing the gas on these last 3 months. Like I said last week, other women, not us, other women just decide they're going to wait until next year. At this point, they're like, I'm just going to wait until next year. They're already resigning themselves to that. But dangerous women like you and me, we make the best use of the time that we have right here and now. So that by the time 2023 comes around, we're set up for greater success, greater fulfillment, greater joy, greater. So let's get into it. The first key to happiness is peace. Now, I'm not talking about peace in your environment and in your physical atmosphere, although that is a wonderful thing. What I'm talking about is peace of mind. I'm talking about an inner peace and calmness that is present regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in, no matter what life happens to be throwing your way at the time. We think that peace of mind comes when circumstances outside of us are peaceful, but that isn't where true peace of mind comes from. It comes from being in complete alignment and agreement with yourself, with who God created you to be, with all of the things that you value, when you are being who you know you were meant to be, when you are living in that standard without compromise. It's that perfect balance of knowing and living as your authentic self. That's what creates peace of mind. And this is the building block of living a fulfilled, amazing life. The second key to happiness is good health, both physical and mental. It's not going to do you any good to create an amazing life for yourself if you cannot enjoy that life because of preventable health issues or unaddressed mental health challenges. Because we often put our mental health and our physical health on the back burner. We're conditioned to push ourselves to exhaustion, to hustle, to keep going no matter what. But imagine if you were in the best health of your life. Imagine if you were in the best shape you had ever been in. Imagine feeling mentally resilient in every way. Can you imagine having boundless amounts of energy? Not because you drank a whole bunch of coffee, but from natural energy that comes from being in top mental and physical health. This is also an area that as we get older, we begin to make a lot more concessions and excuses for why we can't be in better health. We accept the fate of our genetics, and family history without a fight. We accept things as they are, as if we didn't have a choice. Now, of course, I'm not saying that mental health challenges are a choice. They are not. None of us would choose to struggle with depression or anxiety. However, we do get to choose how we go through, how we live our lives, and how we face those challenges. The third key to happiness is having loving, genuine relationships. Yes, 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 yes. Relationships. They are such a huge part of our lives. If you think about your life, I'm willing to bet you attribute most of your happiness and your unhappiness to the people you care about most in your life. Being in healthy, fulfilling, mutually beneficial relationships with other people, romantic and otherwise, is a major key to living a life that you love. Challenges and issues in relationships are usual suspects. They're usually the cause when it comes to not having peace of mind in our lives. Challenges in relationships are also oftentimes the cause of health issues. Stress from relationships can lead to a decrease in your mental and your physical health. So, when you aim to create a happy life, you must address the relationships in your life. The fourth key to happiness in life is financial freedom. We talked a lot a couple weeks back about financial freedom with Belinda from Own Your Money. Great episode. Go back and listen to it if you have not listened to it. Financial freedom, being able to have the money that you need in order to live the life that you choose, is an essential key to life. I'm not saying chasing after money or obsessing over money, but oftentimes we can have a very unhealthy view of money that we don't address. We worry about it, we chase after it, we obsess over having it or not having it. We don't have peace of mind when we were worried about money. Our health suffers when we are anxious or stressed about money. Our relationships suffer when we don't have a proper handle on our relationship with money. The final key to happiness is having a clear purpose in life, doing what you were put on this earth to do. And this relates a lot to career or your business, what you are doing currently that makes you feel like you're making an impact on the world. It's a part of our human DNA to want to help, to give back in some way. And true happiness comes when you are clear on what that looks like for you. It comes from knowing and believing that your life stands for something. With this knowledge comes a sense of fulfillment and purpose, knowing that you are being everything that you can and were called to be, knowing that you are realizing your full potential. So those are the areas that we're going to be looking at. We're going to look at them in more detail. I just wanted to give you an overview of them. And we're going to look at how to use both thought, meaning reaching peace of mind, and action to create the life you want to live in those areas. We're talking about health, career, money, relationships. And let me just say this, I don't want this to be misconstrued as me saying that any of these things alone will make you happy. Happiness is an emotion that comes from your thoughts about your relationships, your thoughts about money, your thoughts about your circumstances. The work is not only in creating new thoughts, though. We have to work on the thoughts first and then make the necessary adjustments and then take action. We work from the inside out. Those are the keys we're going to be looking at, and we're going to look at how to use both thought and action to create the life that you want in those areas. In order for you to start living a more abundant, big life that's more aligned with your desires, you need to focus on those areas. And so that's what we're going to do. It's going to set us up perfectly to go into 2023 very strong. I'm just going to go ahead and let you all know 2023 is the year of the dangerous woman. So whatever goals you've been sitting on, however you have been playing small and hiding, that is about to end. I want to remind you guys to sign up for the live class that's coming up in a few weeks. I'm going to include the link in the show notes. And if you would please leave a review for this podcast on whatever platform you're listening to it on, and then go ahead and sign up to get the Zoom link for that class before it starts. In addition, I'm going to include in the notes of this show the link to get on the wait list for information for the upcoming group program we're going to have. If you're really, really, really ready to take on 2023 and you're tired of not going after your goals, especially those big, scary ones, or if you're tired of setting goals and you have no accountability, this is for you. If you have a big goal in mind, you need to be in this program, because 2023 is going to be the year that you finally get it done. So make sure you sign up so you can be the first to find out about the details of the group, because we're going to just make it a small group so we can really hone in and get some good coaching, accountability, and support. Listen, ladies, we got work to do. I know you've done a lot of things in the past, and sometimes it seems like nothing seems to work, but I've got you. I've done this work myself. I continue to do this work, and I'm ready to give you all of the coaching that you didn't even know you needed to get there. 2023 is the year of the dangerous woman, and we're spending the rest of this year to get ready to receive it all. All right, my friends, have an amazing week. Take care. God bless, and I'll see you next Monday.